forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
Yo, what's happening?
I disappeared. I was trying to find something and I heard the song coming towards an end and I thought, I've got to be back in time.
You can go, mate. You can go. Come make some sort of big entrance with something if you want,
No,
mate. We've got no problem
I've
with
got
that.
something. I want to get the boots that are up for auction.
Go on, off you go.
Give me 2
Off
minutes.
you go,
Entertain
son.
the world.
Off you go. Well, we're going to have a good chat about West Ham Arsenal in a moment and get our opinions on that. But actually, looking forward to tonight. Pretty big game for both clubs, really, I think. And I can't really decide in my mind which way it's going to go, which leaves me leaning towards a draw. But everybody seems to have been tipping up a draw for this one. So not totally... Can't really sit on that fence, so need to make a statement. So if I'm going to do that, we'll discuss that and see how it can pan out. And obviously, amazing updates coming from what we've managed to do so far from the fundraising efforts. It's been absolutely incredible, and the movement has been absolutely fantastic. So Baz is going to run us through where we are, how much funds have been raised so far. And we've also got a couple of plans now on how we want to use some of the funds. So it'll also give people a good idea how the money's going to be used and the types of things we're going to be doing. So that should be good as well. Gazza, good evening, mate. Hope you are well. Burnley v Watford has been called off. It don't look good with a virus. No, it doesn't. I just don't want to go back to where we were before, behind closed doors games and all of that rubbish again. It would just be an absolute nightmare. We finally got football back in our lives and we're enjoying it so much. It's just such typical West Ham luck that we're having these incredible seasons and the world isn't letting them enjoy it to the maximum potential. Would be gutted if come... JC, good evening, mate. Would be gutted if come when we plan on, I think March will be our next European game. If we can't fly to a last 16 of a European match, it will be really, really tough to take. So yeah, that would be really gutting. I could almost take a couple of games over Christmas being behind closed doors, but then again, even I say that, Christmas Day drives me mad and you sit indoors and you don't do much and you watch the same old stuff on telly, have the same old conversations. It's just so nice to get out on Boxing Day and we're at the London Stadium. I just can't wait to go on Boxing Day, to be honest. So I'll be gutted if things start to get called off again. Here he is, and I don't see anything in your hand, son. What's going on?
I can't find them.
I lost them. That's helpful.
Do you know what I think I've done? I think when Georgie done the video last night, I think I've left them around their ass. Which is strange. I thought I bought mine.
Never mind, mate. Right, let's kick this off how we normally do. With a bit of controversial conversation, because we don't like easy conversations on this channel, mate.
No pen banging.
No pen smashing on the old table, none of that. I don't really like digging out other teams. It's not really a bit of me, mate. But I always thought Arsenal were all right. I used to quite like them back in the 90s with the Ian Wright era. I thought they were a good, solid club with an all right fan base. And I could accept Arsenal. A lot of my friends were Arsenal. I could accept Arsenal as not somebody that I saw as a rival to West Ham or someone that we hated. And certainly not in the same context of Tottenham and Chelsea and teams like that. I have seen their reaction to their last game and the fact that they had a half-decent result and also went on a little run of beating teams right at the bottom of the table, and they think we're a walkover tonight, and it's drove me absolutely mad. Every Arsenal fan you see online think tonight is a given. They think they've won it, and I hope that David Moyes is playing those videos to our squad and showing them just how much Arsenal think we're going to be a walkover tonight. And I hope we go out there, and I hope Souček and I hope Rice and I hope Soufal, they're all fired up, and Mikel Antonio, and I hope they absolutely go and give it to them because, mate, Arsenal seem to be the most self-entitled club in the world.
You get me, fam. You get me, fam.
Yeah. They seem to be the most self-entitled club. I can't have it. What gives them a right to think we're just a walkover tonight? I don't and this is their problem. They still believe they are the massive club that they once were. They still believe they've got the team, the Invincibles, and they haven't. And they feel like they should just stroll out there and win every single game. And I can't have it.
I'm with you. I don't like Arsenal. I don't like Arsenal for reasons mainly to do with the charity when they refused the stat and then sent the police on me outside the Emirates because I had it on my coat. I didn't even have a bucket. I had it on my coat and a man come up to me and give me a tenner. And they said, "Oh, you're collecting. We've refused it," and called the police over. So I don't like Arsenal Football Club for that. You watch their fan cam stuff. Fam, get me blood in it. Fam, Arteta in, Wenger out, Wenger in, Arteta out, whatever you want to be. Sums them all up for me. I don't like them. I couldn't think of anything better. To be fair, they're up there with Tottenham for me. I hate them that much. The reason they've got that attitude is, in my opinion, because we get no luck whatsoever there. And they always beat us there. And they probably look at this game, like when we play Brighton, and think, we don't lose to West Ham. Yeah. And I think they get that. I don't think they think that when they play us away, but when it's at their gaff, I do think they think we're beating it tonight. We just get nothing. We play them off the park, mate. Just don't get a result. But I fancy it. I fancy it tonight.
I hope so. I for that reason, I kind of felt like tonight was one of them. It's an awkward one. We're a little bit out of form. They're massively in form. We're sort of, the defence is depleted massively at the moment. It's going to be a very, very tough evening. And you're right. Earlier on, I was speaking to Nigel and I said to him, and not the Nigel that's associated with West Ham, Nigel who comes with us to games. I said, we don't do very well there. And then I said, no, that's wrong. We do. We normally do play well there, but we don't get nothing. And it is really frustrating. So, yeah, mate, I hope, for the reason that they all think we're going to be some sort of pusher. And I don't get what gives them that expectation. We've not been a pushover for a long time. I don't know what the stat is exactly, but what is it, 40 games or something where we've not lost by more than one goal? We are never, ever a pushover anymore. You look at what happened to Leeds last night. Some teams get ironed out by the big teams. You did call that, son. You did call that, to be fair.
At the minute, Man City are on fire, mate. They're two. I think they'll walk this league this year now. I say walk it. It's going to be tight because Liverpool and Chelsea will cause them problems. But I think Liverpool struggle when they lose Salah and Mane. I just think City are on another level. And if you want to play them at their game, you're getting battered, mate. They're that good, as they've done last night. Do you know, I think with Arsenal, I think you said it earlier, that they've still got the Invincibles in their head, what they was. And they was a great outfit, to be fair. Always in the top two of the Premier League, but I love seeing them where they are. I love it. The sad thing is now, if they do get a result against us tonight, they'll go above us, which I didn't want. And then everyone will be saying, oh, West Ham ain't the second biggest or one of the biggest teams in London, back where they belong, blah, blah, blah.
But that's another thing, mate. We have never sat here giving it the big one that we're above. All right, I was about to say we're above Arsenal, we're above Tottenham. We have given it a bit of the mind the gap to Tottenham at times, and fair enough. And it is banter. But I don't think any of us really are sitting there giving it large that we're above Arsenal and Tottenham. And they say, like, it's our cup final and everything else, but it's everything to them to be above us. Everything. And you think, is that really what Arsenal has come to? Have Arsenal become, I know they're not in Europe and we are, which that hurts them, but it's like, it's just a really, really bitter and twisted thing when that great club that went invincible and won all those trophies, now the one little bit of joy they get would be going above West Ham tonight. How the Arsenal have fallen, mate.
Mate, I say it to all of them. Like my mate last week, Chelsea fan, the night before the game, texted me, we're going to struggle to put a side out tomorrow. You're playing this at the best time. We've got loads of injuries. Well, who did they not have last week, except for Kante? Yeah. Everyone else, they come on the sub, if not, or a week before, whenever it was. That them players appeared. And if you're that good and you're that big and you're that strong and you're up there, you have the squads to deal with it. Now, Chelsea wouldn't have made that excuse if they had beaten us. It was just lining one up. And I said it the weekend, I thought we'd struggle at Burnley because I think they're too physical for us. And the players we had missing, I thought would have been tough for us. I think tonight will be tough. I'd snap your hand off for a point now. I really would.
Draws, respect the point tonight.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and that's not, again, being negative. I think we're very, very capable of winning there. But I would take a point now because I just know our luck at Arsenal. And Antonio, I probably have 5 chances in front to goal tonight. Bang off form. We put them wide. I mean, look at that chance he missed there the other year at the back post. Remember? In front of goal and put it wide. The sliding one, what he just missed. We just get no luck there. And it's either going to be won by a worldie like the year Zamora, first team at Emirates, be like a great goal like that, or we're just going to play well and not get no luck. So I would take a draw now. Eamon says about Antonio being dropped. You know, no matter what you think or how bad a form he in, there's no one who's going to replace him, in my opinion. And taking him out of the team weakens the way that David Moyes likes to play West Ham, whether you like it or not. And without him, we won't be playing the way that we have done. So you just got to hope Antonio turns up instead of him.
I think you have to give him the first half, and the London derbies are the games where Antonio does tend to turn up, to be honest. So you've got to hope he does. I don't think you can drop him from the starting lineup, but I don't think I'd leave it too long. I think we're a little bit guilty sometimes of not making that change sooner. If Antonio ain't at it, and it gets to that 60th minute and we're still in the game and it's 0-0 or something, then I think the change needs to be made. I don't want to see us leaving it till too late. But he's that sort of player, mate, and he can do. I've sat here before and messaged people and been like, "Oh, Antonio, no shots on target again," in the 80th minute, and then 3 minutes later he smashes a goal in, and it's like, well, there you go. He is one of them players who cannot do a lot for a game, but then pop up and get you the winner. So it's hard without any other forward, mate. It is tough, and there's a comment there again from saying Bowen isn't a forward, but let's be honest, mate, Antonio ain't a forward either.
No, and to be fair, like you just said, he is one of them, but I'm going to give him credit now because as bad as he started the Chelsea game and the Liverpool game, and he played in the Burnley game, the Chelsea and Liverpool game, he was superb, I thought, second half, and he was what made us tick. For me, Antonio's got to start, but more than anything tonight, Ben Rama's got to be a 10, or Lanzini, and whoever is the 10, the other one don't play. If we play them both, again, we're going to be on the back foot. They got a lot of width, Arsenal, with Saka and Smith Rowe, and they will continuously get forward with their fullbacks. Both fullbacks will need protection. We know Bowen and Kufal accommodate each other. We know Cresswell, if he's playing, will with Fornals. If not, it's going to be Masuaku, and I don't want to see Masuaku and Ben Rama against Smith Rowe, if I'm honest with you. I don't want to see that. That would worry me personally. So I just hope he does. I don't want to see us be defensive, and I don't want us to sit back and let Arsenal come at us. But I just hope we have the right balance and not overcomplicate it up top and be too creative. Lanzini and Ben Rama don't get in the same team. Ben Rama and Lingard don't get in the same team. It's too much, sadly.
Cressy going to go in at centre back tonight?
Possibly, he could play the free, couldn't he? That's what he could do.
I think he's going to, mate. I think that is on the cards. I think Cressy goes in now with Dawson and Diop, and then I think Masuaku goes left, and I think Soufal goes right. I just think that's on the cards, mate.
That's a big possibility, and I wouldn't be devastated at that. I wouldn't. I don't mind us playing the free with the wing backs. Then you can get in the Rice and Surchek and in front of them the free.
Yeah,
you can do it that way. So that wouldn't faze me. But I do know he likes a flat 4 as well. But I think he might be forced to play free tonight.
I'm not sure he'll feel like. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think he's got the confidence that without Zuma and Ogbonna, that we've got enough. I don't think he trusts the 2 centre halves enough against Arsenal away from home. Yeah, I don't think he will. So I think he will have the free. And then Scott's just said, so who will be the free up top? It's a difficult one. I think it's Antonio. He seems to be sticking with Ben Rama through thick and thin at the moment. So I can't look past Ben Rama. And then I think it's going to be Bowen on the other side. So
yeah, but if he plays 5, he won't play 5-2-3. If he plays 5, he'll play like 3-4-2-1,
Yeah.
and it will be the two wider, which will probably be Ben Rama and Bowen, closer in, and so it's a bit like a Christmas tree shape. That if he plays 5 or 3 at he plays, that's what if it, look, Amen's predict 4-2-3-1. That will be.
I agree. I'm not saying what I want. I'm saying what I think Moyes is going to do.
Yeah, and I just think if he plays the 3, you have the back 3, the 4 with the 2 wing backs and Rice and Surchek. Then I think you have 2 attackers and then the 1 forward. That's the way I think.
For me,
he won't
go
over flat 3-5 3-5-3. No way.
No, for me,
anyway,
Moyes would, as you said, you'd give anything for a point right now. Moyes will be thinking the same, and Moyes will be going out there to get exactly that. He'll be going out there to get a point.
I meant 3-4-3 anyway, not 3-5-3. Sorry.
What's it with all these numbers, son?
My head's frazzled, mate, because numbers, everything just keep coming in. PayPal, Bing, bank account, Bing, new auction, Bing, everything, Bing, blah, blah, Bing. That's why I've got numbers in my head. I've got them on my hat and everything, look.
He's got them everywhere.
It's not a number, it's a Y.
So, yeah, no, that's me, mate. I'm not saying that's what I want us to see. I agree with Eamon. I think if we give them that respect, I do think we're setting ourselves up for a tough old game tonight. I think if we let them get a footing on the game, if we let them sort of run in that midfield and, show them too much respect and don't fret, then I think they'll grow into the game. And I think it could be a very, very long night for us. But I think if we go out there and we do try and attack them, we do put them on the back foot and we do try and break fast, then I don't think they're that good. I think they're improving. I don't think they're that good.
But the thing is, both teams are quite young. And both teams will be on confidence. And that's how it'll be, and whoever goes 1-0 down, it's then going to be difficult. I will give West Ham credit because I don't think we're often beaten in football matches now. So if you go 1-0 down there, it's not game over like it used to be years ago. But I do think that first goal's vital, and we've got to be right at it. We need Mikel Antonio to start the way he finished the Chelsea game, the Liverpool game. That's what we need him to do. And personally, in a game like tonight, being away from home, I'd rather see him start and only be able to do that for the first 45 minutes to an hour, then bring him off, rather than go missing for the first half and turn up for the second, because you could be dead and buried by then.
No, I agree, mate. And I think they'll come out a bit. The thing is, regardless of how they've been improving and whether or not the manager's been able to spin what's been going on in a positive light with Aubameyang and being stripped of his captaincy and everything else, I don't think they're a settled side. That can't be easy to deal with as a team. And I think if you come out and you do try and get on top of them early and you do try and nick an early goal, mate, they could crumble. They could really, really end up being affected by that. So I would like to see us try and come out quick and come out strong and try and put them on the back foot a little bit. Again, no, I'm not too sure. But Eamon's making a lot of good points here. And also Scott made it as well with regards to Rowe and Odegaard being in the middle. You've got to fancy Rice and Surchek to own that midfield tonight, mate. They should boss it.
I think Smith Rowe will play wider.
Yeah.
I do think that. And I think they'll play Smith Rowe and Saka wider, Odegaard as their 10. And then I think they'll have Partey and that other guy. Yeah. What's his name? Lungo, whatever. He loves a card. I think they'll have him. But again, Arsenal got problems in the camp. All what's gone on with Aubameyang this week. Now they're now going to make a new club captain. So whoever gets the armband tonight is going to be right up for it and trying to prove something. We've just got to be at it. And if we're at it, we're a match for anyone. Now, we went to Man City, the best side in the country at the minute, in my opinion. And
it's come around quick, though, isn't it, mate?
The
games are coming around fast, and we ain't got that rotation to benefit from. It's even tonight. You've just played against that really tough game. Why hasn't Kroll played that last game? Do you know what I mean? Where is he? Is he that bad that he can't even get a showing every now and then? We cannot play the same 11 every game over the Christmas period. If you do, don't worry about that. You'll have even more injury problems than we got now because someone will break down. You can't play the same 11 every single week. The game's too demanding these days in the cold weather. Bad news, mate, if we think we're going to do that.
And you know what worries me? I hope it ain't the cup game we go very weak in.
Yeah, no,
that's what I do. That's what I hope we don't put all our eggs into this league campaign, which is great, and we're doing great. But I hope we don't put it all into that and lose concentration on that, and then have to, nothing against Sonny Perkins, but play Perkins up front instead of Antonio in the quarterfinal of a cup. That's not what I want to see. And that's nothing against the boy. I hope he comes on if he plays and scores that trick, but I just want to see us take that serious. You know, we did in 2 games against the Manchester clubs. There's no reason we shouldn't, but with the games coming thick and fast, like you're saying, there's not a lot of time for rotation. And there ain't a lot of players at our club for rotation.
No, for me, the last game was the opportunity to mix it up a little bit, and we didn't. And now, mate, it seems like yesterday that game was played. I know it was like a few days ago, but it seems like it's come around so quick. Can't be easy, mate. Can't be easy.
And you know, there's an advantage for sides like Arsenal. They've got no European football.
Yeah,
they haven't got it. Do you know what I mean? So they ain't got to worry about the Thursday night games. And we've said it for years. And I know Champions League's played on a Tuesday and Wednesday, but there is always, if it's a Tuesday, that extra day's break. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but it is what it is. We've got to deal with it. This is what we want. We want to start moving up the ladder and going to the next level, the next stages. So the next stage is where we're at now. We've got to deal with it. We've got to compete. We've got to be ready. I think the manager's fine by that. I think he knows what he's doing. I'm going to trust his judgment. All we got to hope is we know our centre midfield. Sorry, Pen. We know our centre midfield, our defenders, our goalkeeper will be ready. The main thing we have to have switched on tonight is our centre forward. If he plays, we're dangerous and we can beat many sides. If he doesn't, we struggle because we don't have a second option.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, mate.
My opinion.
Well, let's jump in the middle of the chat about the football. Give us an update on fundraising, mate, and let's go that, and then we'll touch upon the game predictions and a little bit of that before we wrap it up.
Okay, cool. So stuff went last night. You would have seen videos out that Declan kindly donated 2 pairs of boots. One match one from last season and one from the Euros this year, which he didn't wear. He signed both pairs for us. And someone messaged me and said, if you can get a match worn shirt, I'll give you $2,000 for the match worn boots and shirt. So I asked Deck, and Deck's kindly given us his shirt from tonight as well. So the match worn shirt from tonight is going with the match worn boots, and that's currently at $3,000 on a bid on that, which is amazing. There is I want to tell you 750, but I don't want to be wrong. There is a £750 bid on the England boots of these at the moment. I've got up for auction. Georgie done a video again last night, the boots that she put out first back in 2017, which really kickstarted a lot of this for a lot of people donating bits and auctioning bits off. They were the first items that went around, bless her, and they've gone up for auction. They finished tonight at full time. Mark Noble's boots, there's a current bid of £800 on them. Mark Noble is giving us his shirt from this evening. I want to tell you it's going to be match worn, but we don't know what happens with him no more. It might be bone dry. It might be wringing wet. I don't know. But he's been very kind and offered that. There's a £1,000 bid on that as we speak. Got 2 tickets for Norwich the weekend in block 231. Been donated £150 for the pair of them at the moment. This evening, I've been offered 4 tickets in the Arnold Hills Lounge, which is for the game the weekend, against Norwich. And that includes 3-course meal, all your drinks, beers, wine, etc., players in the lounge, etc., blah, blah, blah. Tickets normally go for like £250 to £500 each. Going to start the auction off for all 4 at £500. I'll put that out after the game this evening. I don't want to distract the other stuff. The Declan Rice bits and Mark Noble bits will run out Friday at 1 o'clock. Mark Noble's boots finished tonight at full time. I'm trying to remember all this, sorry. There's lots of other auctions out there. Roger and that are doing it. But actual money in at the moment is just over 12.5 grand in. On top of that, we've currently like 5. We've just gone past the £18,000 mark with everything that's in and due in. Obviously, that will go up with donations and it will go up with higher bidding if there is any. But as if everything stopped right now and there wasn't another penny given, we got £18,156.70, which is amazing. It's not even been 48 hours, so I tip my hat to a lot of you. It's been incredible. I've spoken to Nicola today on text. She has asked me to thank everybody, and she can't thank us all enough. Don't take it personally if you don't see the messages. I know she has done some, sorry for others, but it's not a personal thing. Let's just let her do what she's doing with her baby. That's the important thing, and we'll do the work behind the scenes. I'm going to bring it up because I didn't really want to, but I will. You probably see the rubbish tweets that went out last night and people have screenshotted and sent. I'll assure you again, which I've done yesterday, it wasn't hacked. It was a genuine message. But everything that I'm doing, Frankie's doing, everybody who's tagging me in, everybody who's tagging the channel in is legit. The family know it. It's on my head. I ain't stupid. If you know the family, you wouldn't play games. And don't be put off by someone who's had too much of that. Once again, just let's just do this for the girl. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only place the attention should be right now. That's why I've not retaliated. And let's just make sure at the end of the week we can say, there you go. God bless you, blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely, mate. And we was playing around with a few ideas last night. Obviously, Isla was painting a huge mural yesterday, which was fantastic. And then Nicola sort of said, how nice would it be to be able to hold on to that forever? But obviously, it's difficult when it's just on a piece of paper. So we've been bounding around ideas, trying to find a studio which we could send Isla to let her run riot and paint all to her heart's content, but all over a huge canvas, which will sort of, be a lovely thing for Nicola to keep and put on the wall and so on, and the good sort of memories from good times. So we've sort of discussed about doing that, which would be nice, and then hopefully we can do more things like that as well. So sort of that's what we sort of was getting a point yesterday with regards to how the money's going to be used. I think we just need to see what's going to be good for the family, mate, and things will come up. So
100%,
we'll keep doing that. Right, let's get on with a prediction for this evening, my man. Let's get it in stone. Are the mighty West Ham gonna shut these mob up and prove a point to them, which I so hope that we do.
3-1. It's always 3-1.
3-1.
It's always 3-1.
I like it, mate. Well, Debbie's just put 3-1 in the chat as well. So
there you go.
She's echoing it. So there you go. Maybe that's a good omen. Scott's gone 2-1 to the Gooners. Come on, Scott. You don't. One thing you can't do is write West Ham off these days because we have a habit of turning up. So
I've gone 3-1 because I always go 3-1. If I'm having a bet, it's always 3-1. However, I think Glenn has just hit the now on the head with his 2-2. He's Desmond. But I'm worried. I am worried. I'm going to back 3-1, but I think it's going to be 3-2. 2-2 or 3-2 either way.
I'm going to go for a combination of the two.
5-0. Antonio, all 5.
That would be nice. Our favourite scoreline at the moment that we love doing against the top 6, and that's 3-2. So I'm going to go 3-2 West Ham.
Yeah. That's why I said 2-2 or 3-2 either way, and I could see us nicking it. I can.
Yeah.
What I don't think we'll get turned over easily. That's what I honestly don't believe.
I just hope this ain't, again, I really hope this ain't the mob that will put end to that record of not losing by more than one goal. If we're going to lose, which, mate, I just so hope that we don't lose. I'll take the 1-1. I'll take anything. Just don't let them beat us. But if they do, not by more than one goal, please. No. That would just break my heart, mate. They're so smug. We've just got to get something. I'm never nervous for games like this ever because, like I said to you, I don't see them as that big of rivals. It don't really bother me whether Arsenal beat us normally, but tonight it would bother me. So
I don't know.
Scott's getting the curry in.
Cheers, Scott. I've got my turkey mince and bean sprouts again.
That sounds lovely, mate.
I've had it every day. That and eggs in the morning. It's all I can have at the minute.
That sounds wonderful.
These get down, look. Yeah, be all right.
Yeah,
Glenn likes it. And that's the thing. Listen, if we ain't going to win tonight, just avoid losing. Just draw. If you don't win, just avoid losing. That's what matters. Just outscore more than Arsenal, please, West Ham.
Absolutely, mate. Well, and Scott, we never seem to do them, but see all them typical West Ham habits, they seem to have changed recently, mate. All the time where we think we're, the same old West Ham, that isn't happening anymore. So don't be surprised if we turn up this evening and surprise them. So I just don't.
They'll be up for it because again, the players will be thinking, if we get beaten, they're going to go above us. We're going to fall out the top 4. We ain't been out of that for quite a while. They're going to be bang up for it. And I'm telling you now, 3-2
Go on, Baz, bang on that table.
3-2 West Ham, pens here, so you ain't got the echo. 3-2 West Ham. Mikel Antonio is getting a brace tonight.
I love that. Scott's just said about the card. You mentioned someone earlier on who loves the card. Who is it?
Le Congo, whatever his name is, the centre midfielder. But it's whether he plays. I think Xhaka played last week, didn't he?
Right. Yeah, he is back, and Xhaka. He's back in and around the team again.
It would just depend on who he plays. Mate, he might not even play. Smith Rowe injured.
Don't know, mate. Don't know.
He's got Martinelli. He could play Martinelli, and not play Smith Rowe. But I'd have a look because I think our danger depends who number 10 is. If 10's Lanzini, then I don't know. I'm going to go on the wide players. If 10's Ben Rama, then we could cause troubles. Yeah. But I've got a funny feeling, and I don't think Lanzini's deserve to be dropped. To be fair, I don't think that. So maybe he'll start and 4 now will be out wide. That could happen. I'll wait and see the lineups. I will wait.
And sounds good, mate.
I'd have a nice little bit of Walker Peters booking tonight with Wilfred Zaha, because Walker Peters don't mind a tackle, and he's going to have Zaha and Gallagher both down that wing at him.
Good shout, that one, mate. Good shout. Well, we are going to leave it there only because we will be back at full time on the Football Terrace. So if nobody subscribes to the Football Terrace, go and check that out. We will be on the panel at full time with a load of gooners who are regarded as...
Get me in it.
Well, the Football Terrace is only spoke... Mate, it's going to be fun. Because
I've got to put my coat up and sit there like that.
You've got to do that. You have got to do that.
I'm doing it. Yes, fam. Get me, fam. In it, bro.
The Football Terrace is supposed to only be for the top 6. Yet Tottenham, Arsenal are still on the show, and West Ham ain't got their own show on there yet. So I'm having a big argument with all them on there tonight about why they're still in there and we're not, because we were top 6 last year and this other lot weren't. So it's got only to be fair that West Ham United should have their own feature on the channel.
But even the Premier League have changed now. It's the top 3. West Ham ain't allowed to be part of that.
This is it, mate. This is it. But we're everywhere. We're massive.
If Arsenal go into the top 4 tonight and beat us, I don't know, Man United game being called off. Is that on or not? Called off, is it? Man United on? No, they're not even playing tonight. So if Arsenal beat us tonight, I think they're tomorrow, eh? If Arsenal... No, they're not. Well, I don't even know when Man United are playing. Called off last night. If Arsenal beat us tonight, they'll go above us in the top 4. I'm sure Sky Sports will then start advertising the top 4 again.
Mate, just had the worst gut feeling when you just said that, and I ain't even going to air it, because if I did, then I'll be putting it out in the atmosphere to happen. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
No, say it.
But I so hope there ain't some muggy decision tonight that achieves what the Premier League are looking to achieve by getting West Ham out of it and Arsenal in it. At least if they beat us, let them beat us through properly beating us. I hope there ain't a dodgy disallowed goal from us or a dodgy penalty or something like that, mate. I'm touching
another
wood.
Mikel Antonio handball at the back post.
Yeah, I can't have all that.
That
would be a fun episode on the Football Terrace tonight if that's how it went down, because I would be ranting and raving.
I'll be honest, if they beat us, I ain't going on.
No, if they beat us, I ain't having it. No. But I will, and I will go and stick up for the mighty West Ham.
I can't fan them. I don't like all that fan blood. You get me in it. To
be fair, they ain't like that on there. They ain't.
Is that little Thai fella on there?
No. It's none of that mob. It's not Arsenal fan TV. No, ain't all that.
Oh, okay.
They're a bit more sensible than that.
Okay, cool. I'll be there.
Looking forward to hearing Isla's Claret and Blue Army sung out from the stands tonight as well. That's going to be really good. So I hope everyone who goes really shouts that as loud as possible to raise some awareness. So that's also going to be good as well. And
Nice
there we
one.
go. Scott, sorry, mate. Go and order your
What-
curry.
no, what-
We're
what,
off.
What curry is he having though? I bet he's. I bet you he's one who has one of these red hot ones. Show off.
I bet you know your order like old Smithy does from Gavin and Stacey. I bet you could reel it off and go bump, 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 bump. That's what I have.
Don't eat it, mate. Don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
No.
Not at all. Not just because you're on a diet. You don't eat it ever.
No. Well, I can't say ever because if
You like
having a
you
beer
like
and
a Chinese though, didn't you?
yeah, I'm a Chinese man. I could give you
Yeah.
every 17 dishes I have from that straight. But if people go out and we're having a beer and let's go for a curry, I'd go. But I would never sit at home and choose to have a curry out of choice. Never. I don't dislike it, but I'd never sit. For me, having a curry is in a restaurant, same as an Italian. I wouldn't sit and cook an Italian. What is that? Kashubo.
Chicken kushbu.
All right, kushbu. What did I say? Kashubo. What's a kushbu?
Sounds like an Arsenal signing from Japan.
Centre forward, isn't he? 9 onion bar. Why don't you try and get some more, Scott? Like Rogan. Who's he play for? He's the centre back, isn't he?
Rogan's more of one of our acquisitions from the Championship, mate, and Kushbu's one of Arsenal's exotic signings.
Rogan Josh. See, I'm learning.
Scott's looking for a bit of using our channel like a dating thing here. Come on, look, here we go.
Yeah, Tinder.
All the ladies in the old chat. Scott, he
swipe
knows how to
right
order a curry.
Swipe right on him. He's up for it.
He's up for it.
The chef.
Check him out on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram.
He'll cook you dinner. He's a great chef. To be fair, he's a chef. And I see his stories. He's a good cook, to be fair. His food looks decent. He just needs to learn how to cook beef because he cuts it and the thing's about to run off back in the field. No good.
You don't like rare beef?
Oh, what is the
Bazuaku, mate. What's going on here?
No. When I say no, I don't like. Why would I want blood on it?
Yeah, you need a bit of like that's like moisture in it, mate. You don't want it all dried out and all bone dry.
Moisture once the blood's just gone. I don't like it burnt and well done. But
when it all goes grey, you don't like it grey, surely.
No, but I like it when it's the blood. I don't mind it pink. I just don't like it when you cut
but
it.
no blood. Nah, I'm with you there. I
like it. I ain't going to walk down the road and buy a cow, am I? Why am I going to eat it with blood on my plate? I ain't going to eat it anywhere else.
I'm going to take you out for a nice tartare one time. Just get you a nice bit of raw beef. That'd do you nice. Stephen Sprague here, he's given you, when we was doing the old away day radio, your predictions were useless. So bask in the glory of this one. Stephen Sprague says you was right about Leeds getting spanked.
Knowledge.
IMO Baz.
Kyle Walker-Peters.
That's it. Thunder Road's back. He was our mate
Let me assure you, I don't eat prawn sandwiches. If I was meant to eat anything that come out of the sea, I'd have been born in it. I don't eat prawn sandwiches.
I don't eat seafood. I'm with you on that.
You can see I don't eat fish.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't eat seafood, mate.
I need deep fat fried fish. Scampi's all right. Yeah, black cod. He knows, see? Black cod in Zuma. The only bit of fish I ever eat. Ever.
That's it, mate. Right, let's go. We'll be back.
Thanks,
Football
all.
Terrace at full time on the panel. Come over and see what we've got to say and see us getting a bit of stick and giving a bit of stick, hopefully, to the Arsenal fans.
But please, before you do go, please, remember the PayPal link. Let's try and get that to 20 grand tonight. It'd be amazing if we can do 10 grand over the course of 2 days on average. Be amazing. We're just over 18 grand with everything. I reckon we'll probably be at about 18.2, 18.3 at the moment. If we can get another 1,700 quid, fantastic. Please. If I was at a game, you'd be donating into a bucket. So if you can, just a quid, one single pound. That'd be amazing.
Thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you on the Football Terrace at full time.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in